Hello. How y'all doing today? Welcome to a Dead Streamer right here in the Because We Network's official Twitch channel. Hope you're doing well today. Oh, goodness me. I'm just checking something real quick. And I am live. Okay, cool. Cool. Just making sure that everything is fine. Had a rough couple of days with my computer, so no, not stop streaming. I want to get rid of this, the current stream. Hey everybody, hope you're doing well today, and welcome to another round of Football Manager 2015. Oh, goodness me, where we've had some decent results, but performance-wise, we've not been playing well. So I'm going to look at our tactics real quick, okay? And as you can see, look at these numbers. 6.65, 6.65, 6.57, 6.43, 6.48. You know, these numbers are not that good. 6.53, 6.68. So we've got to figure out why that is. And our market and formation's accomplished. We just got to get our mentality and our passing style taken care of. So let's have a look at the instructions for a minute. I'll show you how I'm playing. I want to retain possession with short person. I want to work the ball into the box. I want low crosses. I want to play wider. I want to look for the overlap. I want to close down more and have it play at a higher tempo, okay? Kind of like, you know, Prime Spain and Guardiola. Now, I'm not saying that these guys are talented as those guys, but I want to play similar style. This is where I think we were going wrong. So I'm going to put my instructions, because this is before they blended the sweeper role and the keeper role in-game. So let me just put closing down on every single player. I want every player closed down. I want them marked out of the game and closed down very, very, very quickly. Okay? So this is going to take about a minute or so bear with me. And, of course, my phone starts going off. Gotta love families. Alright. Okay, so there's a couple of other things, too. I want my strikers always marked. And I want them going on their weaker foot. So, you know, trying to show someone on their left foot to make sure that they don't have... Okay. Sorry, I'm also IT support for members of the family, okay? But we're having some IT issues with one of the computers in the house, so I've got to take care of it. Anyway, so I want all these guys on their weaker foot, okay? I don't want them blasting long balls, and I don't want them, you know... Okay, for the wingbacks, I would do alternate feet. Because 9 times out of 10, the wingbacks and fullbacks are not, you know, are alternate like that. And that's how I go about it. I'm not going for hard tackling because, you know, I don't want suspensions. So, alright, we've got 2 more games to go. And I am going to schedule in between these 2 games. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm gonna hope that I can get these guys fit. So first things first, let's pick the team for tomorrow. We're gonna go with Hildebrand, Norton, Fernandez, Williams, Dummett, Jack Hawk, Nemanja Goodle, Dyer, Sigurdsson, Montero, Gomez. That's what I'm going with to start with. And then on the bench, we're going to put Bettinelli, Richards, Van Dijk, Blackett, Taylor, Reed, Obiang, Manu, Serrano, Prib, Ben Yedder, and Fabianski. That's what we're going to do tomorrow in the game. We're going to try and get these guys match fit. If it's the last thing I do. So we've got Newport County and then an easy trip to my hometown, my local team, one of my local teams anyway, Port Talbot Town, who are the bitter rivals of Ivan Lido, who I used to play for as a youth player. Now, and I've also got my Coke here. It's not sponsored by Coca-Cola, but it tastes good when I do these things, so. Okay. So here we go to Newport County. And let's see if we can get some stuff out of these players. So select. Continue. There's a player who I'd like to have, but he doesn't like to come, so. Okay. Purse is up for grabs. Show me what you can do. And I'm expecting control of the midfield. And here we go. Okay, come on. There's Goodall to Norton. See, I'm hoping that this extra pressing will give us some. I don't know why he went back there. That kind of was a waste of a corner. Okay. Alright, let's target specific players. Again, show you my rhythm. Everybody gets closed down. I'm going to put some hard tackles into their midfield because they do have an extra man, even though we should have a superior talent in there. They've got an extra guy. So I don't take nothing for granted. Now, if we remember last week, we lost John Joe Shelby for 4 months with a torn hamstring. So I was debating during the week to whether or not I was going to sign a player on loan. And the person who I want on loan is not going to be available for another month and a half because he's injured. But he'd be the perfect penalty. It says harsh, but I'm going to take it. Guilty Sigurdsson. One more to Swansea. Okay, so the player who will be available is not going to be available until the end of the transfer window. So I don't know what I'm going to do because I'd have to bring in a guy on loan because I can't afford to bring in anybody right now. I'm completely broke. So I'm going to use the youngsters that I've got to plug the gaps for the moment. Why are they slamming it long? I don't understand why they're slamming it long. Alright. Like I said, they got that extra man in midfield, and that's showing. We got torn apart by Newport County. Cork and Goodall are not playing well. Dummett is not playing well. Fernandez is not playing well. I might have to do the head right treatment at half time. Because it's not good enough. These guys need to pick it up against better opposition. And, they're coming in. I'm not happy with the performance. Head right. Nathan Dyer is not playing well. So on comes Manu. Fernandez is not playing well, so on comes Van Dijk. Everybody else playing. at a horrendous level. No, the rest of the team assertive. I thought you were playing a bit lazy out there. So they can look nervous all they want to, but this is a League 2 side. These guys should be blowing these guys out the water. You picked a strong team. Okay, there we go. Montero, really good. Dummett looks set to come off here in a minute. For Neil Taylor. And Gomez is coming off for Ben Yedder. Okay, so Gareth Owen should not be playing against us because he's our goalkeeper. So let's put on our tactics to these players. We're starting to pick up, but it's not good enough. We should, not sound arrogant, but we should be blasting these guys out of the water. So Louis Reed, Amanda Goodall. Let's just bring everybody up. I'm not happy with anybody except Montero's performances today. So let's give these guys a 20-minute run and then switch the lineups up for Talbot Town. And get ready to pick my my real starting 11. So all these free kicks are 20 efforts on goal, 9 on target, only 1 hit the back of the net. Only 2 hit the back of the net. That is not good enough. Not good enough at all. Nice move by Swansea. 3-1. Alright, I'm okay with 3-1. Oh, that would mean something. There it is, 3-1. Okay, we're going to say that good performance, looking ready to hit the ground, boost their morale up. Player of the match was Adam Chapman. I don't understand how that is, but okay. Alright. Now then, we just do a little switcheroo here. For the Port Talbot game. I was not happy with that result, but I told the players I was. Kind of as, And I think I'm going to loan Bettinelli out this season. Or at least, get something out of him. Alright, we got to hold a meeting. Start training Van Dijk. Start scouting Germany. List Cameron Gilchrist and Dylan Thomas and Cal Kopp. Okay. Let's look at the expiration date on some of these guys. Okay, that's $5,000 that I don't want to spend. Gregor Zabret. Let's Contract. Let's offer him a new contract as a hot prospect. Same thing with Alex Samuel. Okay. Check my under 18s. Yeah, Cal Cop. Want him down. Brendan Griffiths. He's got a contract, okay. Okay, a lot of these players got contracts. Lewis Reese Thomas has got a okay. As long as those guys got contracts, that's good. Okay. But anyway, the player who I'd be interested in is this fella right here, Abu Dhabi. Now, I know he's injury prone. I could get him for free at the end of the season, but if I can get him on loan with a with an option to buy at the end of the season, I can get him for free. So I'm kind of tweaking the, yeah, these guys got to play. Man, half my team is not fit for this upcoming season. I've completely mismanaged preseason. Completely mismanaged. I'm not happy about that. Not happy with what I've done so far. I'm going to use these under 21 games to, to tip the balance. Cop signs for Cheltenham. He doesn't look that good, but once he gets playing, he's a really, really good player. So here's our annual. We have to go to Port Talbot. And then we've got Aston Villa, which is an interesting tie. But then we've got two tough ties against Chelsea and Tottenham. Now, the Chelsea game's at home, so that can give us a little bit of, gives a little bit of chance. Okay. But let's see if we can do this. Calm. Come on, lads. Show me what you can do. Pressure's off today. Playing a natural game. Expected performance. And here we are. Now, this stadium that they show is a lot nicer than Victoria Road Stadium is. And no, I'm not dunking on Victoria Road Stadium because I have a deep affinity for the Lido. It's nothing like that. It's it looks nothing like the stadium that that the game is showing. Is basically what I'm trying to say. So, hang on, Kieran Lewis, Luke Bowen, Reese Griffiths. I mean, in this game, Port Talbot in the League of Wales, in the Premier League, but they've dropped down the divisions by doing a reverse invincible. where they didn't win a game. In fact, one season they lost every single game that season. Now, my family, ironically enough, has got ties to Port Talbot Town. My cousin is a reserve player for them. Another one of my cousins used to manage them. My uncle, his dad, was a groundsman for them for many, many, many years. You know, so you know it's a good little club. It's a good little it's a good little team. I mean, I used to play with my band in the clubhouse for a few years. A few years back, we did a few gigs there, week to week. You know, we had some really, really good times. But this stadium does not look as good as the game is showing. Let's just put it that way. It's not a dump, you know. It's a typical non-league stadium. You know, it has some good seats. But one thing that I remember a few years ago, because the club used to be called Port Talbot Athletic, okay, and if I remember rightly, the club played in green and white striped shirts. Now, I could be wrong here. Somebody tell me I'm wrong, and I'll take it back, right? But a few years ago, you know, they were Port Talbot Athletic. They played at Victoria Road, and they wore green and white stripes, okay? Well, a few years ago, when Cardiff changed their shirts to red, and were going to be known as the Cardiff Dragons, playing in a sponsored stadium, Cardiff fans threw a hissy fit and went to Port Talbot Town as a protest, right? And they were protesting the very things that Port Talbot had changed. They changed from Port Talbot Athletic to Port Talbot Town. They changed from white and green to white and blue. And this is the big one. Port Talbot were playing in a sponsored stadium. It was called the Genquip Stadium at the time. So Cardiff went to a club to protest the very things that they didn't like about the game at a team that had done all three within the last 10 years at that point. So, you know, it was a complete lack of self-awareness. You know, they just saw a team in blue, I guess, playing in the Welsh Premier League and went, yeah, we're going to go to Port Talbot. You know, so... Now, I could be wrong on the kit colour, but I know everything else is correct. So... But if somebody wants to correct me, please do. I don't like misinformation, and I don't like trust me bro as a source. But yeah, that's what I remember. Okay. I'm gonna switch the team at halftime. Because Ben Yedder's having a shocker. I guess he can't handle the steel workers and the ambulance drivers and everything he was playing against. So, let's switch the team out. We're going to put Hildebrand in there because he needed the most match fitness. We're going to do a complete switcheroo of the entire team. She's still around. Nathan Dyer. Gylfi Sigurdsson's going to be playing for the rest of the game. Unless I put Fabianski in the attacking midfield position. Which would be funny, you know. Assertive. Don't get complacent despite the score. Okay. It's 2-0. Port Talbot are playing some really weird hybrid formation of a back six. Oh! Off the bar. Sigurdsson's good with his free kicks in this game. You know, I forgot just how good he was at free kicks in this game. You know. So the players are looking uninterested, and to be honest, I'm not interested in this game either. But Chad Bond, former Swansea City striker. Lee DeVault and Chris Jones, former Swansea City players. I think Lee DeVault got a bad rep when Tony Petty came in and fired a bunch of players, and he was one of them. Just tore up his contract, and I thought that was classless, you know. But everything about the petty year of Swansea was classless, you know. But in the end, the fans and the supporters' trust got a hold of the club and went from... remember I joked about putting Fabianski as attacking midfielder? Well, looks like it's happening. Unless I could bring one of my guys back on. Nope, Fabianski going up to attacking midfielder. Calm. There's no pressure on you today. Is this disrespectful, or is this just, you know... I don't think it's disrespectful. It's all I have. Because I got one of my... If I lost both attacking midfielders today, I'm going to be so upset. Because I don't have the numbers in midfield to cover it. So... yeah, I'm uninterested in this game. So... But I'm not happy with some of the performances. Again, some really shocking performances, even though we're winning. You know, at least this time we kept a clean sheet. So, but I'm a little worried that Serrano and Sigurdsson are out. Man City win the Community Shield. Sigurdsson to be out for 3 weeks. Okay. I can handle 3 weeks without Sigurdsson. I mean, I say that, but, you know. But no, I can handle 3 weeks without Sigurdsson. So everybody is going to get 45 minutes against Wolves. Cork and Williams are my captain and vice captain, respectively. And let's get everything set up. I've only got 7 subs, so it's going to be a pretty tight one. Yeah, look at this. None of them got match fit. Fabianski, Norton, Virgil, Williams, Taylor, Goodall, Cork, Dyer, Serrano. Ooh, Preb on Montero. Montero 6.86. He did well. Okay, we're going to do Montero. And up front is going to be Gomez. Gomez didn't score as many, but Ben Yedder's had some shocking performances. So on the bench will be Hildebrand, Dummett, Fernandez, Obiang, Manu, Prib, Ben Yedder. Okay, that's the lineup. There we go. That's the lineup. I've got high hopes for Alex Serrano. I think that he is going to be important. We got him for cheap, but he is a very, very good youngster. So preseason is over. We get to start the real deal here in a minute. I got some more people match fit. So let's see. Yeah, look at that. Strained ankle gets hip injury, damaged kneecap, torn calf muscle, and a bruised shin. So I don't think I'm going to go in for DRB. Yeah, I'm not going to go in. So the Capital One Cup, now known as the Carabao Cup. Okay. Draw all teams. 53 teams. Newport or Bournemouth will play Preston. Where are we? We are away at Championship Wolves. Okay. Let me see. I always like looking at other leagues. I'm just seeing how many of these teams are, in the Premier League now. Luton have been there. Wow. Okay. We got another under 21 game, and I'm going to pull everybody from that. Oh, goodness me. Come on. Come on, there you go. Okay, I think we're going to turn all these starters. Off. There we go. Yeah, let's turn everyone off under 21 duty. Okay, I'm happy with I'm happy with a lot of their match fitness now. Well, except for Timo Hildebrand. Okay, what do you require on scouting trip? And Nathan Dyer is unavailable. Tyler Blackett gets sent to the reserves to get some match fitness in. Okay, these guys. Play Aston Villa in 2 days. That's not going to be long enough to get the stuff back up. And Alex Serrano is struggling. I think he'll make it. But we're a little out of sorts going into the first game of the season. That is completely my fault. I completely butchered this, this preseason. So let's do this. Alex Samuel, excuse me. I wanted him to make a public statement. He's got desire to stay here. Who do you think will win the English Premier League? No comment. How important? Please, this deal's tied up because he's a young footballer. He will be important. I think Capital One Cup has been favourable for the Wolves tie. I think he's going to say it's favourable. Recent report service going for him, and it's unlikely we're going to make a move. The break, we're going to lie. It's finally great to get underway. Now, I don't believe in a first choice team, but I do believe in a spine. Okay, so what that means is I've got like 5 players that are always going to play when they're available, and 6 players who will rotate with each other. We've been working hard. We're ready to go. Fallon moves to Dagenham and Redbridge. And Dagenham and Redbridge are in League 2. All right. All right, let's do this. All right, we've been here for an hour and 35 minutes. Our expectation is to qualify for the Euro Cup through participation in the Premier League this season. So essentially, Premier League. They want us to finish 5th or 6th. I can do it. I've done it before. I've qualified for Champions League in my first season. It's very, very difficult to do. But with a little bit of luck and players performing when they perform. Oh, that's a shock. Spurs beat Arsenal 3-2. Dang, they went 3-0 up too. All right. So this is outside. Alex Serrano is going to play. I made the decision. Ashley Williams making his 250. I hope he marks the occasion with a top performance. Benteke is out. So it's going to be Wyman and Agbonlahor up top. That's kind of what we wanted. Okay. Morale boost. Passionate. Let's give the fans something to cheer today, lads. And in the midfield, I have faith. Okay. Let's get out there. And let's put on... watch out for Jack Grealish and Fabian Delph, Tom Cleverley. These are some okay, let's go. Now again, I don't want them to mark the player, I want them to mark the position. So I usually sign Weeman, but I usually swap for Wayne Rutledge, but this time he gets complaining if he doesn't play every game, and if I've got Gomez and Ben Yedder, I can only start him on the wing, and usually Nathan Dyer is a beast on that right wing. It's a penalty. Alex Serrano, the young 19-year-old, has scored on his debut. We need to win this match. This match is a must-win to get some confidence going before we take on Chelsea and Tottenham back-to-back. Former Swan Sinclair. He's going to be a thorn in our side. I just want to see progress today. I want to see a win. I want to see some good performances. I can handle losing if players perform. But if they're not performing like Van Dijk and Gomez are not doing, you know. Oh, that was a dreadful pass. That was a dreadful pass. Oh my word, that was awful. Okay, come on, guys. Okay, good deal. Gomez has got a goal set up by Carl Norton and was set up by Alex Serrano. So Serrano is doing well on his debut as a kid and not quite match fit. And Virgil's gone. Virgil van Dijk has had a debut to forget. Okay. I'll bring Serrano off. Fernandez. I'm not happy. Play better. So we got 10 men for the rest of the half. Come on, Norton. Into Dyer. Just not connecting the way that we're supposed to. A little out of sorts. I'm going to drop this to counter for the moment because they're getting a little bit further up the field than I'd like. So if we counter, yeah, see, like that. We keep them behind the ball a little bit. Passionate, show some passion. Or knocking on the door. Pedro Allbuying is coming on. I want to select him as a box-to-box midfielder to give me a little bit of. And Montero's about to come off too. Okay. So they come out of the starting blocks in the second half like they wanted to, you know. Like they'll come back, but I don't think they will. I think we've got this locked in. Two minutes ahead of time. Can we do this? Good tackle. Good tackle. Oh, Tom Cleverley's down. Refs say play on. I don't know what happened there. Come on, mate. Dyer. Brought down. Oh, okay. I went counter because they kept on pushing forward, and I think that helped us. Okay, good performance. Good win for us, boys. Well done. Van Dijk, however, man, I'm not happy. I'm not happy, but this game was like a foul fest. But Carl Norton won the day, so that's good. So give him a confidence boost. Can't believe overestimate. Didn't require today for this. Every manager's keen to see the new signs pay off immediately. It certainly made my halftime talk a little easier. It's a monumental boost to everyone here. It's a great match. Tom Cleverley put in. I'm not comment on individual performances. Carl Norton was outstanding. I'm not going to discuss transfer rumours. Van Dijk is banned for one match, so he's getting a warning. Norton with a great performance. Oh, he's got a concussion, but he was holding his leg. Interesting. Okay. I love the fact that we're a dirty team and that we stay on our feet. Okay, so we got some match fitness in a lot of our players. Virgil's out, so we're going to pick the team ahead of the performance. I mean, Now, against Chelsea, we are not going to be able to attack. We're just not going to be able to do it. It's going to be hard enough to get chances. But if we attack, it's our funeral. So we've got to make sure that we've got the right amount of people. We've got the right people playing. Filippo didn't. Okay. Yes, defensive positioning would be a good choice, and I am going to. Yeah, look at these. We've only got a handful of players who are playing 100%. So. Let's see. Let's put anybody who needs match fitness out there. Tyler Blackett needs match fitness. Everybody else is good. Oh. Dang it. So it's got to be Montero for a little while then. What the heck? Alright, I'm going to put Bettinelli on the loan list. But I'm going to get some tutoring going. You know, as part of Fabianski moving to the club, he was a senior player, so he can teach the younger player, you know. Nobody in the team of the week for us. Staff, backroom advice. Staff training Edgar Prib. Okay. I'm not offering Louis Reed out for loan right now because he's on the bench. I've lost Pedro Obang. So Louis Reed is on the bench, and in fact, I'm going to bring up future captain Matt Grimes. Okay. 3 days to Chelsea. So Bettinelli's wanted by Leyton Orient. Okay, let's loan some of these guys out. All right. Transfer, offer to clubs for loan. Let's get some traction on some of these youngsters getting loans out there. Okay, let's see. Okay, Alex Samuel. James Loveridge. Corey Francis. Bray. Gore. Fulton. Jones. TNS1 Evans. Raheem Hanley. Can be recalled. Okay. That's fine. I wasn't expecting everybody to go. Okay. Emnus is close to coming back, although I don't care. Mulbauer is close to coming back. I do care. I'm not a fan of Marvin Emnus in this game. He's got pace, but he's not good enough for first team football. So, all right, we got Chelsea in 2 days. Let's see who I've got available. Let's pick a team. Fabianski, goalie. Okay, right back is going to be Carl Norton. Yep. Left back, centre half is going to be Fernandez, Williams, Taylor. And on the bench is going to be Paul Dummett and Tyler Blackett. In fact, it's going to be Ashley Richards and Tyler Blackett. Because Fernandez can play at right back. He's competent enough to play at right back. But I want coverage of pretty much every position on the pitch on my bench. So I've got Tyler Blackett on there. Even though he's competent at right back, he's still a youngster. But he can play left back better than Paul Dummett can play right back. So I'm going to put Ashley Richards, Jez Richards on the bench. And of course, Timo Hildebrand as my reserve goalkeeper. He's going to get some cup games while Bettinelli gets a break. Okay. Right side of midfield. Right side of midfield, Jack Hawke, Amanda Goodall. On the bench is going to be Louis Reed. Right midfield, Nathan Dyer. Central attacking midfielder, left midfield. Matt Grimes, Elvis Manu, and finally up front, Gomez Beneda. That's the side, okay? Now, we are going, like I said, we are going to play counter, okay? I was hoping that Obiang would be better so I could do a box-to-box, but this is how I'm doing it. Okay? And I don't have the play. If Obiang was better, I'd put Goodall up, put it like that, But without him, I'm going to have to go this formation. And hope that the bad form of some of these players, we have home advantage, which is good, but Chelsea have talent advantage. We have a number of priests to keep things interesting. We get a very good relationship. Okay, now. Current balance, we have a balance. So I'm going to make a couple of requests from the board. So we're going to start with facilities. Improve the training facilities. Okay. Then we're going to go improve youth facilities. Okay, they can't find the funding. That's fine. And I'm going to... There we go. Okay, so we've got now room for 2 more coaches. Okay? Room for 2 more coaches. So, Let's look at the staff for the senior squad. We got specialist attacking, specialist defensive, specialist tactics. So we need a technical coach. We need a technique coach, excuse me. Is that what it's called? Technique? We need a technique coach, and it wouldn't hurt for us to get... Yeah, okay. Staff search. Conditions, attribute. Technique coaching. Add condition employed. No. So let's see what we've got here. Maurice Goff. Okay. We're going to sign him. No, not under 18's coach. We're going to put you in as a coach. 950, that works for me. And we're going to change technique coaching to mental coaching. We're going to pick somebody who's got good... and attribute. Okay, not 1, but like 10. Someone's telling me Jonathan Green, and so I get more technique coaching out of it. Okay, I'm gonna go with Jonathan Green. Okay, cool. We got those 2 coaches in. Okay. So just some standard getting loans out there. I don't think I'll need any of these guys back, but, you know, I don't mind supplementing wages of young players going out there because it gives me a chance to, you know. But he's gonna get some time in. Yes, it's League One, but I have faith that he will do well there. Because their goalkeeping options not the greatest. I mean, journeyman, you know. So Samuel goes to Burton, excuse me. Okay. So you've been here an hour. We're about to play Chelsea. God, we're getting twisted ankles and twisted knees. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So I expect this to be a bloodbath. I'm not counting this for anything more than it's going to be rough. Oh, Everton won. Because look at that front line. Oscar, Fabregas, Hazard with Diego Costa. So that's why we're countering, folks. Sigurdsson, Shelvey, and Virgil are tough misses. Yeah. Look how high up they're playing. So, apply advice to the team. Team talk. Assertive. Nobody expects us to get a result, so go out there and enjoy playing without any pressure on you. Seem relaxed. Okay. Start the match. And this is where the bloodbath begins. Chelsea this season were phenomenal. That's how they walked out champions. In reality. Let's see if that works. It's a good start. It's just been 3 minutes and we haven't conceded a shot yet. We've got it. Ping pong in the area. So we're doing well. We're not well enough. Fabianski with a good save. Montero for speed. Okay. So I'm liking what we're doing so far. But we've moved too early that time. Part of the problem is we're moving too early. I think Jack Cork used to play for Chelsea. I'm not sure. Oh, great save by Fabianski. That. Alright, calm it down. Calm it down. That was horrendous. The players are just standing still. Yeah, see? Ashley Williams letting the side down, which is not usual. See, not to anybody. Yeah, they're struggling to find a white shirt right now. King aggressive, showed some passion. Well, that took me 15 minutes to do that. Okay. Aggressive. Show me something else in the second half. Assertive. Your mistake cost us a goal. Gomez. Aggressive. Go out there and show everybody what you're capable of. We're going to come back to standard to give us a bit of a chance. But if we only lose 1-0, I'll take that. If we can get a draw... See Saran just running into players. So we're doing okay. But he's got to release the ball quicker. Offside, ref. Offside. No, that was offside. That was a dreadful decision, ref. Alright, Alex Serrano swaps with Lewis Reed, who swaps with Amanda Goodall. Bafetemi Gomez swaps with Ben Yedder. Okay. And Knowlton is coming off for Richards. Louis Reed, calm. No pressure. Ben Yedder, passionate. There's a lot more to come from you. Ashley Richards, calm. I have faith in you. Go out there and make a difference. A famous triple substitution, which you will see regularly in this run. Now, we're going to go back to counter. to tell them to show some passion. That one counted, but the other two were offside. I'm gonna be adamant about that. Okay, that's a free kick. No, I'm sorry, but like I had to play a send off for doing the exact same thing. That's ridiculous. Okay. They've yet to make a substitution. They are mocking us. That's the second hat-trick of the season. Okay. I'm trying to see. Okay. I'm going to give that to Ashley Williams because now it's, you know, Fernandez is being torn apart in his debut. Oh, that was a good move. Shane hit it straight at the keeper. And Montero is injured. Keeping on the replacement. What? He got the ball. Justice. Yeah, 4-0. That's. I want. So yeah, that was. Like I said, I wasn't expecting much from this game, but not to get destroyed like I was. Great play by Taylor, great play by Banyeda. Doesn't matter though. You know, if I could get one goal, that would make a statement, but. This is a dreadful performance. I'm far from pleased with what I saw. And even the subs didn't work. So, Mike Jones had a good game? No. Hazard's goal and Diego Costa's first goal were offside. Swansea provided no shocks. Yeah, the ambition. Okay, my first defeat. We rolled a lot. It's we won match. Unfortunately for us, Diego Costa had a great game, but that's okay. That's okay. Aston Villa want Nathan Dyer. They can pay for him. Newcastle want Neil Taylor. They can pay for him. I'm not interested in selling either of them. So now we play Wolves, and I don't know what to do. I don't have a midfield to rotate, like in any position. So I'm going to have to play Serrano, Cork, and Goodall. I'm not trusting a 17-year-old to start a game. I mean, he's been good enough to put on the bench. I understand that, but like, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna put him out. I'm not gonna put him, front and center, so to speak. I don't need... Because here's the thing, I got 4 players coming back from injury. 4 midfielders. Sigurdsson, Britton, Shelvey, and Obing. Alright? Once I get those back, Reed and Grimes are going back in the reserves. But... Okay, so Hildebrand, Blackett, Fernandez, Richards, Dummett, Manu, Ben Yedder. And on the bench, Mac Grimes and Louis Reed. Because Barrow is not match fit and he's not going to be available. Amnes is not going to be available. I'm going to rest Williams and Taylor. But the rest of them... I'm going to control this game. Okay, so... Let's update our coaches and our training. There we go. 4 stars on pretty much everything except fitness. Okay. All right, Marvin Emness until fit. Marvin Emness. He's already there. Mulbero. And that's all I want. Okay. Okay. Now, that press conference, I don't want to single out any players. Because if I single out any one of those players, what's going to happen is they're going to turn into prime insert positional generational talent. So I don't want them to turn into prime Messi while, you know what I'm saying? So Obering will be back after the international break. Shelvey will be back after the international break. Britton and Prib and Shelvey are not interested in Obering. So these 4 will be back after the international break. I've never had a midfield injury crisis as bad as this. So Poodle is not playing well. But it's time for everybody to step up. So. There we go. Swansea's key man is Elvis Manu. Some players will play here, some players will play somewhere else. So we've got apply advice to the team. And I am expecting a win. I'm expecting control of the midfield. And I'm expecting goal scoring. Okay. Let's start. Okay, let's target the opposition like we usually do. Matt Doherty, interesting. I think he's still there. Okay. So they're playing a hybrid team tonight. Not our reserves, not our first team. But it's a hybrid team because it's got a lot of people who won't play regularly. Like Richards. Oh, should have scored there. That should have been 1-0 Swansea. Stop sliding in, lads. Supposed to stay on your feet. Kushak with the save. Okay, see, this is better. This is, you know, I'm not nervous, but we do need to start. We need to put one in the back of the net. Happy with the ratio. 7 missed shots. Dummett is not playing well. Blackett is not playing well. Conversions coming in halftime. Yeah. Aggressive up far from police is what I saw. This team and a double defensive substitution at half time. It's that second half. I don't like conceding free kicks in that area of the pitch, lads. Alex Serrano is not playing well. Okay. Gonna bring him on for Bafetemi Gomez. Alright. Get it to Gomez. He'll get it to Ben Yedder. Good save. But again, I don't like this now in the second half. And I didn't check on this. Yeah, see, he's being closed down. He's not being closed down. He's not being closed down. Can't bring him on. That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. Can't believe he got sent off. Can we score off this free kick? No. No, we can't. We get this Frankenstein formation. And I can't bring anybody off. We've only got 3 subs. Van Dijk is playing as a lonely centre half. Okay. Okay, well, are you going to gain confidence? Fernandez, I want to yell and scream at him. To nobody. Wolves breakaway. And Montero's injured. Oh. This goes from bad to worse. Poor Virgil, he's struggling. He's all by himself. I am not happy. I knew this was going to happen. The minute that Fernandez got sent off, I knew this was going to happen. Okay, we got one back. Can we get another one? With 9 men. Come on. Oh, he should have scored that. Virgil has been a beast at the back. That's why I bought him. It's over. I'm not happy. 9 men, I'm not happy. I'm far from pleased. Aggressive. I'm not happy with your performance. Disappointed with you getting sent off. I'm not pleased with what I saw. Oh, it's Clattenburg, of course. Yeah. Not happy with that. Not happy. So, the FA Cup is our... FA Cup is our thing, and now we've lost Montero. I don't have a left winger. Oh, I'm not mad. We have to change our game plan, which is a bit unfortunate. Early signs is a pretty bad one. And you get a warning. So I'm missing... Okay. Let's see what I can do here. Let me think. Okay, it's going to be Dyer, Manu on the left and the right. Has to be. Got no choice. I'm going to have to bring Mulbero or Marvin Emness in. Emness has got 13 days. Barrow will be back next game. Okay, so then we play Tottenham. Man, I am not happy with that. That's okay. I want to win the... Not right in a second. I need Grimes for the next... I need Grimes till after the transfer window. So, you know. I don't care about England. Podolski dropped by Germany. We got a bunch of Welsh under 21 internationals. What? Bednelli got injured in the 4th minute. Dang. Okay. Oh. Alright. So, let's see what I can do. Goodall is not playing well. Reed didn't play well when I gave him a chance, but he's a kid. Tyler Blackett had an abysmal game. I'm not happy with his performance. He's supposed to be the heir apparent to Ashley Williams when Williams goes to Liverpool mid-season. And he always goes to Liverpool mid-season. There's nothing I can do about it. So, let me look at Arsenal's under 21 squad. I'm going to have all these players back, though, so I don't know. Alright, let me check something. My phone's going off. Okay. For a tough match. Carl Norton. Hopefully they remember Carl for all he did at the time and get a generous welcome. Gylfi Sigurdsson. I'm officially ruling him out. Because I don't want to risk him. Even though I might need him on the wing. Alright. Alright, let's see what I can do here. Let's put a team together. Fabianski. Norton's been phenomenal this year. Virgil. Williams. Taylor. Goodall. No. Cork. Goodall. Manu. Serrano. Dyer. I'm going to give Ben Yedder a start. On the bench, Hildebrand. Richards. Blackett. Grimes. Reed. I need a winger from my under 21 squad. George Cooper, of course. Of course, George Cooper. Mulborough. Okay. So, Dyer is a better left winger than Manu is. Because watch now, look at the colour difference change. Then again, let me check my coach report. Attacking midfielder left. Yeah, Dyer is a better left winger than Manu is. So let's put Manu on the right in his natural position. Dyer on the left. Serrano is close to being dropped from the team, but I can't do anything. I can't do anything with my midfield the way it is. So okay. And this is going to be the last game that we go into. So we're down to bare bones also. We don't get any sympathy. We go to White Hart Lane to play Tottenham Hotspur. They are on form right now. So let us see if we can pull something. Our players are not playing bad. Goodall, Serrano's a makeshift. You know, so let's see what we can do. It's going to be a tough game. Passionate. I know the underdogs here, but let's give the fans something to cheer in. Have faith in you. Go out there and make the difference. Calm. No pressure on you today. Okay. So let's do it. Can we beat Tottenham in their own backyard? I remember there was when Spurs bought Walker and Norton from Sheffield United. The buzz was all about Carl Norton. Those were the days. So we get a yellow card for them diving. Same old Tottenham always cheating. Oh. With Dyer playing on the left, it's a good opportunity for him to use his right foot in that inside forward position. And Harry Kane kicks the ball about 6 yards wide. 16 yards wide, I should say. That's like 8 yards offside, everybody. Come on. Counter. Alex Serrano's not playing well, but that's all I've got. And Manu is passionate. I know the underdogs here, but go and give the match. Passionate. I have faith. Start the second half. If I can keep 10 men on the pitch today, that would be glorious. Trying to slip it through and the midfield, and then just getting through that midfield like a knife through butter. Goodall is not playing well, so let's bring on Louis Reed. Manu is not playing well, so let's bring on George Cooper. Two of my first signings. Can I target the opposition player, please? Thank you. Okay. And Louis Reed picks up a knock. Oh my word. Okay. Mac Grimes. Europe. They keep kicking us off the park, and we get the one. And there's no fouls or yellow cards given to them. I hate this. I actively hate this. Still, we got a good defensive performance out of it so far, and we're going to end with 10 men. Okay, no problem. Cooper can play in the middle. Well, yeah, because we okay. I'm not happy with the referee in this match. He didn't protect any of the players. Assertive, well done, lads. Just proved a lot of people wrong by avoiding defeat out there. Oh my word. I'm having to play League 2 quality players because I keep getting injuries. 13 days. Let's see. When's he back? 8 days. When's he back? 1 day. Okay, so Sigurdsson's back at least. So I've got a left. I might have a left winger for the next match. Let's check what else I've got injury wise. Okay, Britain, 2 months. Prib, 4 weeks. Shelby, 2 months. Louis Reed, I just did him. O'Bang, okay, he'll be back. Dyer won't be back. Will Montero be back? No. So I might have to play George Cooper as a left winger. Another 17-year-old. I am not amused, everybody. Abu Dhabi sounds like a good signing now. Reed suffers a groin strain. Yeah, it's yeah. Okay. I'm going in for Abu Dhabi. And we got him. So that takes care of, the midfield issue that we've got. So let's register him. Confirm the registration. And give him a number. .24, the number he was at Arsenal. Alright. That's how transfer dealing's done. Comes in injured, but yeah, I didn't know what else to do. Oh, I didn't put a transfer fee in there, so I shouldn't be able to get him. Uh-oh. Did I put a transfer? No, I didn't. Uh-oh. Well, shoot. I've broken one of my rules, and it was unintentional. Well, I can get him for free. At the end of the season, which if he plays well, I'll sign him up on a free transfer. If he doesn't play well, then oh well. But I've got, look at that, George Cooper, Alex Serrano, and can I get out of this injury crisis? Well, let's find out next week. Okay, so with that in mind, we will be back next Sunday. Yes, we've Saturday today because we've got a parade tomorrow, and we're going to be Sunday next week because me and Sarah have a market. So that's going to be next week at 12 p.m. our usual time, and we're going to be here for a couple of hours, have some fun, play some games, so on and so forth. And we announced on Monday another ES5 gamer is moving to Twitch, and we're going to start on Monday, March 9th. At around about 7:30 p.m., where that series is moving to Twitch 3 days a week, okay? So, that's going to be it. Man, a couple of these players do need a break because they're not playing well. Like Serrano, I bought him as a backup, but I didn't expect it to be playing that early. And I wouldn't play him as often as I do, but I don't have the midfield cover for it. I mean, I've got Matt Grimes, who signed from League 2 Exeter. I've got Louis Reed from League 1. I got George Cooper from League 1. I don't have the players right now. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get it all sorted. But that'll be next week. So, take it easy, everybody. We'll see you then. We'll see you next Sunday, alright? Bye.